The Cleveland Browns finally snapped their 18-year playoff drought with a win against the Steelers in Week 17, and now they'll travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers in an AFC wildcard match. Pittsburgh has ranked number 1 in pass rush this season and hasn't had an excellent defense throughout the year, but they'll be facing the Browns' offensive line, who has also been performing excellent and has ranked top 10 in sacks allowed. As for the offense, the Steelers seem to fall apart for a few games, going on a losing streak after being undefeated for most of the season, but they snapped back against the Colts and rested their starters in Week 17. On the other side of the ball, we have Baker Mayfield, who has been on a roll this season, so we'll see if the Steelers can keep up. Now I'll go to the keys of the game.
Alright, so one of the keys for the Browns is obviously get the quarterback and coach / play caller on the same page here, because what's going on there is absolutely laughable. And also you sort of feel pity for Browns fans because they waited 18 years to make the playoffs, and now their head coach and play caller, Kevin Stefanski, tested positive for COVID. The relationship between the play caller and quarterback is important because that's the guy getting plays into the headset of the quarterback to call out, and if there's discrepancy there, that's going to lead to a lot of penalties, wasted timeouts. This could be a really sloppy game for them. Next, they want to patch up the secondary. Denzel Ward and Ronnie Harrison have made it onto there, and they're basically on their practice squad players now. The Steelers receivers don't really scare you, but they're going to be playing a lot of soft coverage and hoping to just not get destroyed over the top because of this inexperienced group of DBs. And their third key is just somehow just let the right side of the line carry you to victory. Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt are going to have one of the best games of their careers, respectively. And Wyatt Teller and Jack Conklin are going to make that easier on them. Then for the Steelers, they just want to do what they normally do. They play really good defense. TJ Watt's been fantastic this year. But what you want after that on the offense is just establishing a running game, and don't let Myles Garrett get after Ben Roethlisberger. They like to get the ball out quickly because the offensive line is very limited, but they want to, as I said earlier, test the secondary because there's a ton of inexperience there right now, and they can probably catch some of the DB sleeping. Now we can go on to the injury report.
Okay, so for the injury report, for Wednesday's practice for the Steelers, they had a couple of guys that did not practice, Tyson Alualu and Vince Williams, and a couple of guys that were limited, Chris Boswell and cornerback Steve Nelson, which is potential bad news with Joe Hayden on the COVID list. But good news, they all had full practice on Thursday, except Juju Smith-Schuster, who did not practice, and Isaiah Buggs, who is out with a sickness. The Browns, who haven't really been able to do any type of practice because of the COVID issues within their programs, had one guy who wouldn't have been able to practice had they practiced, Donovan Peoples-Jones, the wide receiver who's in concussion protocol. And yeah, a really bad COVID outbreak within the team, so it's really unsure who will be able to play and coach on that game on Sunday. And the weather, it's a late start in Pittsburgh, 8:15 local. It'll be partly cloudy, temperatures in the low 30s with low wind and a very small chance of rain. So not too bad for teams that play in this type of weather often.
Now we're going to move to the predictions for the game.
I have the Steelers winning this game quite convincingly, 24-10. The Browns may walk into a touchdown, and I feel like they're just not going to have much after that initial sequence of scripted plays from during the week to go off and get this defense off balance.
I'm going to have to agree with that. As strong as the Browns were to start the season and in the middle of the season, they've been quite inconsistent throughout the last couple weeks. And with lots of their players on the COVID list and also being injured, it's going to be a tough game for the Browns to win. And the Steelers did play pretty well against the Colts last time when they actually played all their starters. Do you think the Steelers are going to come out top with a couple score victory?
I'm going to go with the Steelers as well. I think their offense will continue to do good in Week 16, and I don't think the Browns' offense will be able to do much considering how much of their coaching staff and players are out.
Yeah, I got the Steelers winning 25-10, mainly because of just the COVID issues with in the Browns program. They won't be as prepared as the Steelers. I just think overall the Steelers are a better team in general, and the Browns have been struggling before this week and struggled to even beat the Steelers, who were playing backups last week. So yeah, I got the Steelers winning.
Alright, that'll do it for the video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy this content, and leave a comment down below on who you think is going to win the game.